Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube. My name's Jackie. I go by MissVvane on the internet, but just wanted to make a video introducing myself and who you're watching. I keep looking at myself. I know I should be looking at the camera, so I'm new to all of this, so cut me some slack. I'm just gonna do a little like makeup tutorial, kind of, sorta, and just talk about myself. Usually I do a voiceover, um, only because I'm really nervous. So, and it sounds weird me talking to myself, but I guess I would have to get used to it. So how's everybody's day? I hope everyone's doing good. I'm gonna start off with primer, and I just use this Maybelline Master Green Primer thing primer. I keep saying primer. Face primer. I use green because I have a lot of redness in my face. I actually kind of don't like this one, really. I'm gonna look down because I have a mirror that's right under me. I have extremely dry skin. Um, that's due to psoriasis and eczema on my skin. It's a frustrating skin to live with, but you get used to it. Um, so I use that green primer, and I also use this LA Ultimate Cover Concealer, and I just dab it like on my red spots that I have, but I just like to put it on my face. This one's a little bit more hydrating than the Maybelline one. Maybelline. Mm, I have a lot of adult acne. I am 29 years old and I deal with a lot of acne. It sucks. I just started using. I'm gonna start using Curology. Uh, I'm on a trial basis, and so far, not much has changed. Still the same, but you don't when you first try something, your skin doesn't change overnight. It takes like months to try. So I'll just give it this trial basis. I give it a month and see what happens. But if you have any recommendations for adult acne, that would be great. If you comment it down below, that would be great. I tend to repeat myself a lot. I know it's annoying. I'm working on it, and yeah. So I put green on my face, and then I use I just use this. There's red, orange, yellow, peach concealer. I use red. There's specific concealers for your dark spots in your face, but I literally just sometimes use. I don't have any concealer right now, but I'm just using a. This is from Dollar Tree. It's like a lip. Oh, it's LA Colors, and it's a lipstick, and they have a lot of concealers that are for the face. But I'm gonna use this Velvet Mousse lipstick. It's like orange red, and I use it for my dark circles. I know this is, I don't know, maybe not how you're supposed to do it, but I'm not a professional anymore. And I say anymore because I used to do makeup, but that was like so long ago, and I did it like. Sorry, if you hear yelling, that's because of my neighbors. I live in an apartment complex, and these neighbors are wildin'. But for the most part, they're good neighbors, but sometimes they just get a little too crazy. But yeah, I just like press it on my skin. Literally looks like I got on my face. I look like a murder scene. And I don't go all the way up on my eyes. But like I was saying, I used to do makeup professionally. I say quote unquote because I was starting off. I wasn't really like a professional either. But I stopped doing it only because I wasn't really seeing the results that I wanted, and I was young and I was unfocused, and this was like 9 years ago. So from 9 years ago, now getting back into makeup, like wow, it has changed so much, and it's crazy how much it has changed. Like just wow, like it it surprises me, and it's a good surprise, you know. It just oh this is Disney. Oh, I bought some makeup from Juvia's Palace, and it sucks because you can't return um the makeup back, you know, if you get the wrong shade. And I definitely got the wrong shade, so I'm selling it. It's um a shade very much more darker than my complexion. So, oh, but I am using one of their, it's not a concealer, it's actually also a foundation, but it's a stick foundation. But I use it as a concealer. I can't talk either. So just to let you know, I am also making YouTube videos because I have a very, I have a stuttering speech problem, and uh, I get nervous when I talk, and I, like the words in my head, they go extremely quick, but they don't come out as quick in my mouth, so out of my mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna put this right where I put my concealers. And yeah, I am not a professional, you know, definitely not anymore. Um, I was into makeup when I was younger, like super, like I had cases full of makeup, and I would do people's makeup, and the reason, and I don't know if you guys want me to do a story time on why I stopped and reasons, but you know, when you're not a confident person, and I definitely was not back then. Now, you know, my confidence is still a little rocky, but it's a lot better. But you know, as, like people really kind of killed it for me, you know, and it sucks that I really let myself. You know, I look back and I'm like, what were you thinking? Like, why did you let people get to you so bad? But it is what it is, and you know what? I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not even making sense. I'm like nervous as hell making this video. Um, so with the concealer, it'll turn pinkish, you know, because you might, but it does cover a lot of the dark spots and stuff, and under the eyes, and you could definitely tell the difference on camera, and you know, in person as well. If you have really dry skin, I have extremely dry skin, and I do my makeup right as soon as I take a shower and wash my face. Um, but if I like do like don't wash, oh, how do I explain it? If I take a shower, you know, and I don't want to wash my hair, my face gets super dry. Um, like the next day, you know, I'll take a shower, but I don't wash my hair. But like, oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it. I sound gross, but like I take a shower every day. Okay, I do, but I don't wash my hair every day. And because I don't wash my hair, I avoid my face often. Like it doesn't get, and I don't when I wash my face, like I get to scrub off all the dead skin and everything. But when I don't wash my hair, it's a little bit harder. So I have to wash my face with a rag, and when I do it with a rag, my face, it's red, and it's red and raw for like a very long time. And that's the days that where I know I'm not gonna go out, where I'm not gonna see anyone. And with this technique, it doesn't help because my skin will be dry that day, and it'll start flaking and everything. So in other words, you know, this helps. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my god. So covering, doing all this, um, I was reading. Okay, I keep looking at it. So doing all this will help cover up all the dark spots, and especially under the eyes and everything, and it covers it up, and it's really great. Um, if you're trying like yellow or peach, try with red. Usually this type of red, it's more for darker complexion and stuff. Um, but give it a try. It doesn't hurt. You know, there's no rules for anything really. But a lot of the makeup I see has evolved, which, you know, blending, you know, back then was not a thing. It was like not a thing. I wish I could show you back then where I thought I was like my makeup on point, but no, my makeup was not on point. It was a disaster. And I'm like, girl, what were you thinking? Okay, so after I put that, I like to use another concealer, and I cannot find it. I can't find it. Okay, so, we won't use that one. But I think it's oh, duh, it's right here. It's another Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewinder. I like to use that on under my eyes. Only because I don't want this part of my eyes to get too dry. With the beauty spot. Oh, and always wet. You guys I think you guys know this. Always wet your sponge and keep it moist. No, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but always keep it damp. There you go. It'll help apply the makeup a little bit better. As you can see, I pretty much had 2 types of concealers under my eyes. So, I like to use Truly Matte on my cheeks, and then I would go, if I'm going out, I would use this Dewy Smooth on my forehead, nose, and chin. But I'm not going out today. I use this matte on my cheeks because my cheeks, I have like combination skin. My cheeks are really oily. That's why for some reason I break out a lot. But like my forehead, my nose area, and my chin, they're super dry. And under my eyes too, they're really dry. So that's why, that is why I use a matte on my cheeks. But today I'm just going to use it all around. And I like to, where's my brush? Oh, let me go get my brush. Alright, I'm back. Went to go get my brush sets. So I like to apply this with the brush, and I just really just put it on the brush and I dab it all around. Don't forget your neck area. I tend to forget this. You know, with this whole COVID stuff, it's so hard to go to the store and match your skin tone and everything. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the whole, COVID talks and politics and all that stuff, but just some of the stuff, just make it make sense, okay? Because some of the stuff just does not make sense. I can't get my shade, matched at stores, but I could take it home, and if it doesn't work for me, I could return it and, return it. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, wouldn't they lose less money just matching me at the store and then, getting the right one? I don't know. But, like I said, a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense. I'll make it make sense. Should probably put my hair back, pin my hair back. I don't have a pin with me. Oh wait, I do. Okay, so I should probably talk about myself, right? So I just turned 29. My birthday is in December, and I'm a Sagittarius. I am in a committed relationship. We ain't married. I do have my first son. I had him in November 13th. And yes, if you know, that day was Friday the 13th, so I had my baby on Friday the 13th. And it's funny because I didn't have an October baby, Halloween baby, but I definitely had a Friday the 13th baby, which is honestly a lot better because now every Friday the 13th, we're going to celebrate his birthday. We're going to celebrate, just the day because it's really a rare day. I think we have it like once or 3 times a year. So I think this year we're going to have it once. And my boyfriend, he has a stepson. I have a stepson. He has a son. He's my stepson. and he is about to turn 8 years old. It's crazy. Just seeing him grow. You know, I met him when he was 5 years old, and then just from seeing him 5 to like now, like he grew up so fast. And I have a fur baby, and I've had her for 6 years. Her name is Frankie. And the funny part is that my boyfriend, his name is Frank. Okay. I never thought I would meet a Frank in my life. That name, you know, that's the first time I actually meet someone named Frank, and I never thought I was gonna actually meet a guy named Frank. And coincidentally, he's the love of my life. And yes, I named her after Frankenstein. I was gonna get a boy dog, but I fell in love with her, and yeah, I was like, you know what, Frankie is also a girl's name, so it works out. This is my mug. Let me show it off. Michael Myers. And yes, I like horror stuff. I like more classic 80s horror. I really don't like gory stuff. Not that I'm squeamish, but I'm sensitive. As weird as it sounds, like I'm sensitive, and I don't like. Sorry, I'm like pressing the foundation really into my skin, and I like to go with my beauty blender and just, you know, just press it in. I don't know if this actually works, but for me, it works. My skin is cooperating today. It looks good. Yeah. I like horror. I got into horror like at a late. I mean, I've always liked scary movies. My first scary movie was The Exorcist, and I hate her. Okay, like I'm traumatized by her. But that was my first scary movie. Well, Jaws was my first scary movie. I love that movie. Like I said, I like classic films. And Jaws and The Shining were like my first scary movies, and I grew up in a very strict household. You know, as you could tell, this is why I'm like, you know, like still rebelling in my later years. I'm just kidding, I'm rebelling. Oh, my AC turned on. Let me turn it off real quick. So in my apartment, I have like an eco AC type thing, and when it gets too hot, like it'll cool down and it'll turn on, and it's weird, but I don't know how to control it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with my contouring. I actually don't set my foundation with powder or anything because of my dry skin, but I do set my contour. This is also Juvia's foundation, and it's called, I can't read, Gwyneth? So it's like just a regular dark foundation. And the way I contour my face, I used to be a pro at it, but you know, I kind of like freehand it now. Under here. I just put a little bit because a little bit goes a very long way. Do that, and then I go with LA Cosmetics contour stick. This actually kind of don't like this because the inside falls out. Like it fell off with the concealer one. Gotta focus. Okay. And I go with my beauty blender. And I just like, you know, like I stretch my face. Just tap it. Go all the way up here, you know, and those are starting to look snatched. I feel old. Like, I know I'm only 29, but I feel old sometimes because there's like lingos and like catchphrases and stuff like that, and like cap. I did not know that meant like, oh, why you capping? Like, why are you lying? Like, I had to Urban Dictionary it. Thank God for Urban Dictionary, because sometimes I feel like what the hell does that mean? I gotta look it up, you know? And I'm putting contour down here because it helps with that double chin. Okay, I'm back. I was dying earlier. You can also like literally just go. And that's where your contour is, and it helps. And just go up, pretty much up in your hairline. And you can put contour up here, but I already kind of have a small forehead, so I don't really like contouring up here. But if you had a wider forehead, you could definitely put contour, and you know, it helps shrink the face or whatever. So like I said, down there, so it can help with that double chin. It looks harsh on camera, but it's really not that. I mean, is it? Is this how I walk out in life? And I think I look snatched, but my contour is hella like pronounced. Like, girl, like blend that crap in. So then after that, I go with a powder contour. Try not to drop my mirror. I just use a LA CoverGirl. LA Colors Mineral Press Powder and toffee, like coffee. And I just blend it up. Let's go up. I just tap a little bit, not a lot. Just go up. Well, in camera, I mean, is this how I look like in real life? Like, I think I look snatched here. I mean, and then in person, it's like, blend that in. Okay, so about me. I don't like talking about myself. So yeah, I'm 29 years old. I already told you that. I like horror. I already told you guys. I do my hair a lot. I like to change my colors. Jokingly online they say like, oh, it's because you have, you know, issues, but I don't think that's true. But supposedly that's what it means. But I'm always changing my hair color. I'm like never, because I want like bright color, you know, but I hate the maintenance. I hate having to, you know, bleach it, because my hair, luckily for me, like my hair grows quickly, but that means that I have to bleach it a lot and like quite often. And after a while, it gets annoying, and I know it's bad for your hair. What did I talk about? But yeah, I hate having to do the maintenance. I like magenta. This is like a magenta color, like reddish pinkish. It's from Color Intensity, One and Only Color Brilliance, Aragon, Aragon. I can't say that word. There's a lot of words I cannot say, and you will notice that. I can't speak. When I was little, I hated having to get picked on to read. Like I hated that because I was a slow reader and I still am. In my head I'm quick, like no problem. But out loud I get like nervous and like, oh man, like I don't want to read out loud. Like why is this happening? Like why are people picking on me? Like I had a very hard childhood. I mean, it was a good childhood because I did a lot. Like every year I would travel to Nicaragua and, play outside. Like I'm happy, but I was bullied a lot in school and it sucked. But, you know, at the same time, I don't think I would be who I am if it wasn't for me getting bullied. And that's really sad to say, but it's true. Um, but I was really severely bullied, especially because of my weight and the way I looked. And I mean, I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I guess to them I looked weird. And the way I spoke, and I chose to be quiet. People would make fun of me because in my elementary and middle school, um, like eighth grade, people would make fun of me. Seventh half of eighth grade because I moved in, no, seventh grade, and then I moved in the middle of seventh grade to Little Rock, which is in California, Little Rock. And from there, I kind of broke out of my shell a little bit. I had more friends because in elementary school and middle school, I only had one or two friends, and then the rest were guys. And we would not even really chat or talk. We would play sports. I was such a total tomboy. We would play sports, like, I was a major tomboy back then. Okay, so, oh, what am I doing? I'm losing my focus. Okay, the contour, and then now I'm gonna put blush. Because even though I'm red, I like to have a little bit. Like it's funny because I'm red, but I cover it up with my, foundation. So I put a little bit of red just to not make me look dead. Just tap it a little because I use a Wet n Wild. A lot of my products, I'm kind of cheap. And a lot of my products are Wet n Wild, LA Color, Maybelline, drugstore makeup. So I tap it and smile. Why does it look so bad on camera? Oh my god. Okay. See, I was bullied growing up and it sucked, but it is what it is, and I wouldn't be the person who I am because, it's gonna be a very long video. And if you sit through it, you're the real MVP because my life is not that interesting. Oh, and I'm using we're gonna highlight the face now. And I'm using Wet n Wild Mega Glow. And this one is Blossom Glow. And look at that shine. It's so pretty. It has like a pink hue to it. So I just like to put it up here. And it actually takes a while to get, like when you first buy it, like pretty much remove the first layer because you don't really get the shine when you first tap it. Like you tap into it. I just like to put it on my forehead. A little mat. I have a dent right here, and that's because of my party life. I used to drink a lot. Now I'm a boring mom. My brother makes fun of me. Like, you used to be a party animal, now you're a boring mom. And that's so true. I lived my youth. Here. So, I lived my youth, I had fun. I can't hang anymore. I take one sip of an alcohol drink and I'm just like, woo, girl. What's that? How you doing? my rising is Gemini, so I'm like the lame, fun, boring, let's chill, quiet. And then when I drink, I'm just like, who is that girl? Like, she needs to calm down. It's funny because my family calls me Vanessa, and then that's my middle name. And my first name is Jacqueline. So my friends growing up would make fun of me. They'd be like, oh, Jackie's the like fun, outgoing, and crazy one, but then Vanessa is like the quiet, like she's a bitch, quiet one, but because of my double personality for being a Gemini rising. But for the most part, I don't know. It depends on people's vibes too. Like, so sorry about the background noise. It's the gardener, and I have a very small apartment complex, so he's gonna be all around, and the noise is never gonna go away. So next we're gonna move on to my eyes. Need to put gloss on. My lips are getting dry. During winter, my lips get so dry. It's like ridiculous. Like, if I don't put anything on right away, they're just like getting dry. So I really don't do my eyebrows like, I just maybe use a pencil and fill them in. I'm letting them grow because they have to be sisters, but they're not even sisters. They're not even cousins. They're like second cousins, okay? This one's like, ooh, on point, like she's there. And this one's like laid back, like, hey, how you doing? So I tend to just kind of leave my eyebrows alone. But I like to grab a concealer. I'm gonna use the foundation, the Juvia's concealer foundation thing. Actually, I just bought it. I don't even know. I think it's like foundation. I'm just gonna do it. So I have this like eyebrow brush thing, combo thing. And I just like to just kind of press it on top and sharpen it. I like to do. I say on camera, but. And it's funny, I should be getting better at my eyebrows because I'm learning how to microblade eyebrows. So my eyebrows need to be an example, okay? And they are not an example. Me not knowing them how to do, me not knowing how to do them properly, like, that's not good if I want to be microblading people's eyebrows. Like, I'm better at doing it on other people, but when it comes to me, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Which, I don't know, I think it should be the opposite, right? I was trying to get into beauty school last year, but whole COVID hit. I was in beauty school when I was younger, but I was young and dumb and didn't take it seriously. And then the school ended up closing, and I just never got to get my license. And, I just wanted to have fun. I had really strict parents, and I just wanted to get out of the house, like, do my thing, and that's what I basically did. And I was, now that I'm older, now I want to get my shit together, because I'm old, there's nothing else I can do. I'm not gonna, and the clubs are closed anyways, because of COVID. So I'm done with my party days. And plus, like, I met my man, and I was like, you know what, it's time to settle down. Time to get that family life I low-key always wanted. But I always say, like, oh, I never want kids, I never want to settle, like, not settle down, like, I mean, like, I could commit to someone and be with them forever, like, that type of settle down, but, like, I would still want to go party and have fun. Like, settle down, I mean, it's like just hang out with that person, just be with them, like have family, you know? That's what I mean about settling down. Um, and I met him and I was like, hey, you have a kid. And we had a kid. So that's the story behind that. Very romantic, right? Now, it took me like a while. I dated a lot of guys, and it took me a while to find someone that I wanted to reproduce with, pretty much, like share a human being, because having a kid with someone, that's a lifelong commitment. Not getting married, you know, like you could get married with anybody and that might not even last forever, which is sad. But you know, divorces happen and that's normal. But even like you're like, if you're not too sure that your husband is the guy you want to spend your life with, like don't have a kid with them. Like having a kid with someone, you know, that's a lifelong commitment. And if I've heard stories, and it sucks, where women like are in unfortunate situations where they're like with someone that they just they hate, you know, and it sucks. But that's what I didn't want for me personally, and I don't think anybody wants that for them. But I knew I didn't want that, and who knows? Like maybe down the road, God forbid, that me and him like have a fallout and stuff, and we end up separating. I know that he's a good father, and our relationship, friendship, is always going to be good. So I know, you know, on that plus, that's a plus. But you know, it's kind of scary, you know, dating. Oh my god, getting back into dating sucks, like so much. Like I was in like I was in bad relationships, and then I took a, you know, a break, like a break for a while, and I was like just trying to figure out learning how to be happy with myself. And that's how I met. Now I'm in this relationship and I'm happy. Like I had to learn how to be by myself to be with someone. I don't know if that makes sense. But when I got back into like the dating pool, and that was just briefly, like you guys, men, y'all need to chill out and step up and be better men, because there's some really creepy dudes online, and like my dumbass put myself in so many awkward situations dating. Like that's why I learned to take my own car to a freaking date, because if it gets awkward or it goes south, you can take your ass home and not have to rely on anybody else. And if I ever have a girl, and you know what, even with my son, because some girls, they be tripping. Some girls, like, you guys need to calm. You know, people need to chill out, okay? Chill out and just be like human. I don't know. I watch too much true crime also. Like, I should know better. I've seen cases and I put myself in situations where it's like, girl, that could have been you. Like, what is wrong with you? But it is what it is. Oh, to my eyes. I did my eyebrows. Ugh. I'm like blanking out. I can't talk and do makeup at the same time. And that's why I do voiceovers. So I go with the regular black pencil. I go with black because my eyebrows, they're like black. They're not even dark brown. And I just kind of just not press it hard, but kind of like just feather it, like just gently, and just fill in like the little dark spots that I have. Yeah, like this whole dating. I remember one time, this guy, I hate it when people flaunt what they don't have. Like, don't flaunt what you don't have. Like, if the person's not gonna find out, like, why are you lying? Like, be authentic. You know, that's no, people aren't they are not authentic online. Like, there's a lot of fake people out there, and I definitely had my fair share of getting catfished. Like literal catfish, like people weren't. And then catfish, when I mean like they use filters. Yes, there are some guys that use freaking filters, and I said it right, filters. And I know women with their angles and stuff, you know, like we're deceiving too, okay, and we use filters too. I get it, but you know, if you have a lot of acne and stuff and you like to filter out your face, that's fine, you know, like I get it. But there's some people where they look like porcelain dolls, and I'm just like, girl, you do not look like that. Like, Stop playing. And oh, the dog filter. I hate it when girls use dog filters. Like, why am I talking shit? I am talking shit. I am sorry. I tend to do that, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, this guy, he was a blonde, and he would filter his hair red because he couldn't make that commitment. That says a lot about someone. And I was expecting this redhead, and nope, I got a blonde dude, which is nothing wrong with that, but I'm just like, I was looking for a redhead at the freaking restaurant, and he came up and he was like, hey. And I don't know what he would do, but he would make himself look, not that I care of physiques or anything, you know, I don't care. I'm into personalities. I dated a guy way shorter than me, and my boyfriend right now, he's an inch shorter than me. I like short dudes, okay? And I don't really care about heights or weight or anything. But this guy, he was skinny. You know, my boyfriend, he's skinny. But he filtered his muscles or something, because when I saw him in person and him in, like, real life, I was like, that's not you. Like, you do not look like you. I'm trying to find a cap for this. Okay, so I did. And I put foundation on my eyes. Alright, this video is taking longer than... I'm just rambling, because I don't like talking about myself. Okay, so I got this palette from Amazon, and it has like a bunch of colors, but it doesn't have neutrals, which sucks, but, you know, it's not like a terrible thing, but I wish it would have neutrals on it. And I would pay, if it had neutrals on it, I would pay an extra $10, you know, if they would just add it. Like, I don't care, because it's a really good palette, and I got it for $16, you know. And I have Amazon Prime, so I get free shipping, but, you know, it's totally worth the $5 to get shipped anyways. There's a lot of palettes that are freaking $40, $50, $60, and they ain't all that, you know. And you might think, oh, it's like the quality, not the quantity, but this one has quality and quantity. That's why I like it so much. So I'm just going with the light, like, nudish brown color up here, like on my crease right here. Like, if I relax my eyes, it's just the under of my eyes. So, I've been watching the Mindy Project, and I'm done. I love watching. I don't really have a lot of drama in my life, so I like to watch drama shows to fill that void. And I love watching 90 Day Fiancé. It's like a guilty pleasure. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go in with, I have this makeup palette from J-Cat Beauty. I got it from, I don't know where I got this from. I don't remember. I got it like 2 years ago. It's probably expired. Eyeshadow doesn't last that long. And I'm going to use like this like brownish color, like right here. It's like a darker brown color, because I'm just doing a light eyeshadow, and then I'm going to put eyeliner, and then my eyelashes that I sell, Vanepira.com, check it out. And I use the same brush, and I just kind of tap it on, and I just put it also on my crease. Yeah, like I was saying, I love watching 90 Day Fiancé. And my favorite character on there, I say character, it's like they're all acting, like they're all like, I don't know, they're not real. Like, I mean, they're real people, but all those reality shows, like, they're not authentic real people, you know, like, a lot of the majority are just fake. The one person that a lot of people like, and I cannot stand, is that Big Ed dude. I cannot stand him. He's so obnoxious, and, like, I don't know what's up with him. And, like, he thinks he's a shit now because he got a little bit of that 15 minutes of fame. But keep going back and forth and tapping. Oh, geez. So it's just like neutral, neutral colors. Okay, and then I try to keep it like I don't put anything up here or anything. I just keep it all the same color pretty much. Hey, shh. Hey, no, leave him alone. My dog's barking at the neighbors. She acts tough, but if I took her out there, she does this thing. I've never abused her in my life or hit her, but I hate it because when people go and try to pet her, she like does this thing where she crouches and she gets on her belly, and I'm like, I've never hit her or anything, I promise. She just does that. She's a little Yorkie. Okay, so I'm done with that, and then I'm gonna go with my eyeliner. If I can find, oh, before my eyeliner, I like to do my, I learned this trick where you kind of heat up your eyelash curler with the lighter. You heat it up, make sure you don't get it too hot, and you don't burn yourself. Just pass through it like once or twice, and that's it. Make sure you don't get it on the rubber part, like and make sure it's clean up here. Yeah, because you do not want to. So you light it up and you just pass through it twice, and you kind of go like this, and you make sure it's not hot, like it's too hot, because I did it like 4 times, but 2 times is really all you need. You warm it up, and then you go to your eyelashes. Does anybody know of a good eyelash curler that like gets the ends right here? Because this eyelash curler annoyingly doesn't get the ends. So like elf one, and I've tried a Revlon one. It's like a black and red one, and I don't like that one either. Again, that's it. Now you do it quickly. And then the reason I'm doing this, they're like, why are you doing that? It keeps your eyelashes curled a lot longer, and I learned it from this makeup artist in my cosmetology school, and she told me, she's like, they last longer, and by so far, it's always worked for me. You could try it out, see if it works for you. Do not burn yourself, and only pass the lighter twice. Make sure there's a mascara on it, because it will catch smoke and flames and stuff, but be careful when you do it, so caution with it. I do that. I'm trying to find my eyeliner. I should have been more organized. And the eyeliner I like using is this Wet n Wild, right? Wet n Wild Mega liner, and I like it because it's thin at first, but you could also like, mine's old already. Like, I need to get a new one. It's thin and then it goes thick. Like, you could just manipulate it. Okay. Let me try to focus and do my eyeliner. I'm not the greatest at it. I used to be, but I'm not that good at it. So make sure that the end is like super, like there's no bulky product on it or anything. It's really thin. And then you just I kind of like to get closer. I kind of like to go at the edge and just go up like this. to like where my eyebrow is, pretty much like point to my eyebrow, and then I go to the edge and back down, and then I go fill it in. I like to raise my eyebrows so I could like open my eyes a little bit more. My eyeliner's drying. I need a new one. No. Oh. And then I like to. I'm gonna put my eyelashes on, so I don't really care about a super thick. So that's just a simple. When I could go like thicker and you can build it up from there, but that's what I do for like my everyday makeup. You know, not nothing too dramatic. The hard part is making the match. I suck at doing that. See, this one's always like thicker, thicker than a sticker. Oh my god, I need. Oh great, now I have to go back to the other one and try to match it, because this one I messed up. I made it too thick, and that sucks because my eyeliner it's drying and. Go back to the other one. You guys seen that meme about the panda where it's like the panda meme where it's like it's doing the eyeliner and keeps building and building in size, like you look like a freaking panda bear. Okay. I can breathe now. Feel better. That's how I do it. I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously, if I did it on someone, I'd use actual tape. Um, Once my eyeliner, let it dry, and then I go with mascara, and I use Better Than Sex mascara, Too Faced. Um, I don't like this mascara, to be honest. It was too hyped, in my opinion. It's like really like thick, and I try to do my bottom, and I have to make sure like product is pretty much off because it'll clump up, and I can't talk and do my face at the same time. And then let me put on my lashes. And I'm gonna do this off camera because it's gonna take a while. And this is Tiffany. Say hi. You can get this on my website, link in bio. And she's a beautiful. Let me show you up close. So this how she looks like. She's pretty, huh? Like really dramatic. Like you don't really need like a huge eye look. This by itself, it's like, hey, like I'm here. What's up? And while to I'm pretty much done. Sometimes I like to put eyeliner. My eyes are super sensitive with regular pencil eyeliner, so I actually use a MAC what's the name of it? Carbon in black, and I use a liner brush, and I just put on the brush. You know, you guys know how to put eyeshadow on the brush. I don't have to show you that. And I put it on my waterline. Like if you can, you know, it's silly when I make these faces, but if you can, try avoiding tugging under your eyes because that gives you wrinkles. Even though wrinkles are unavoidable, it helps. And you can put it under and stuff, but I like to just put it on my waterline. You could also put it on the top if you want. want to stop there. I kind of stop like halfway because if I go, it'll make my eyes look small. And that's basically it. And then I just put a lip. I usually use MAC Whirl, but it's in my boyfriend's truck, so like a brown. I have a hard time finding brown liquid lips drugstore, like just a brown Whirl. That's the name of it. It's MAC one, right? Whirl. Is that the name? Yeah, Whirl. I like the way that one, and I have a hard time finding a drugstore one. And I'm almost done with that one. I'll just have to repurchase it, but I really wanted to find a dupe for it. That's the word I'm looking for, dupe. So I'm just gonna go with the Wet n Wild Catsuit matte lipstick, and this one is Give Me Mocha. And it's like a pink. See, I want a brown, but it has a pink hue to it, and I don't like that. And I actually don't put any lip liners and stuff. Maybe I should, but I personally don't. See, I want like a brown, and this is like a pink. So, if you know a dupe for the Whirl MAC one, please let me know, because I'm looking for one, and one that's not so drying on the lips. I actually like the Wet n Wild matte like liquid lips because they're not so drying on the lips. They're still like kind of moist. I know a lot of people hate that word, but it's a word. Moist. But yeah, this is my not so like basic hairdo. I would rather answer questionnaires because I don't really like talking about myself, so I would want to know like what you want to know about me and stuff. I live a boring life. It's basic, you know. I have nothing exciting. I don't go out. I do not go out every day. If anything, I go out for walks and take my dog, and that's it. Like, I'm not a person that goes to Target. I go to Target like every other weekend. Even with this whole COVID, I'm like, I need to get out, so I just go to Target, get glammed up, and I'm like, let's go to Target. What's up? But I have a boring life, basically. Boring because it's just life. And yeah, so if you like these lashes and you want a pair, I sell them. Go to www.vanepira.com. I'll put on the link. It's VANEIP. I got so VANEPIRA. Like instead of Vampira, it's Vane, like MissVvane. And oh, I call myself MissVvane. I don't even know if I explained it, probably because it's my middle name, and Miss Vanessa, MissVvane was taken, and people don't say MissVvane, they say MissVvane, so I just stuck with that. But yeah, this is my look. I need to probably do a video on how I do my hair. Maybe you guys want to see that. That'd be cool. This is kind of a long video, but yeah, and I'm just at home. I don't have anything special to do today. Yeah, so if there's anything you want to know about me, like, I guess you could ask me, and then I'll do like question and answer stuff. But there's nothing much to me. I'm just a mom, 29-year-old mom, first time mom. I have a stepson, and I live with my boyfriend, and I have a dog and a boyfriend with the same name. I'll do more story times about, yeah.